Welcome to Cosmic Panda JAMcast, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging with us. We're just two comics hanging and jamming. It's basically our practice time, so we're gonna just hang out.
We're gonna do a little jamm'n.
Yeah, just sort of it's a JAMcast, so we're gonna just hang out,
jam.
talk a little bit, then we're gonna do some practicing. This is all improvised. We're just trying to learn new things for the shows, and we're just gonna jam.
Yeah.
And we'll try to cut out most of the bad stuff for you.
Awesome. Thanks, y'all. Respect.
I love this wah pedal, dude.
Bro. You're like, you're learning how, I can tell you're like giving it a little, and then giving it less, and giving it more. Like you're learning how to like,
Well, you know,
play with the little, how much it was.
Yeah, but what I do is I just don't think about it.
Yeah.
I just let my foot sort of just hover on top of it,
Yeah.
and I don't think about it. It just happens. Occasionally, I'll be like, I need it to be a high octave on this note.
Yeah.
You want to hit this note,
Yeah.
and I'll consciously do that. But it's less and less I have to think about it. And if I can just stay in that flow state, dude, it's just fun, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a drug.
It really is. You don't want to stop.
No.
But your body's like,
Magic.
you got to stop.
Yeah.
And you're just like, no! Your body's like, no, dude, we're shutting down.
Right.
So you know we're shutting down. You're sound like shit. We're shutting down. You want to keep going? Go ahead.
And even when I'm playing now, if it gets real intense like that, I really I do all these drills and stuff so I can figure out different patterns.
Yeah.
But I'm really not even paying attention. I'm just paying attention to the sound. It's like I just know how to move my hand to make it sound this way. 'Cause I'm just, a lot. If you're trying to learn how to play guitar, one thing I've found is trying to figure out where the chord is that you're trying to play, or the note or whatever, or the place in the scale you want to play, and figure out how to play that chord, but also pay attention to the phrasing in the sound you're making, and just try to repeat those phrases, and you'll start to hear the things you want to hear, and just repeat those things. And it's more about feel. It's like feeling the vibration. It's because you're just expressing what you're feeling, and if you can feel it in the vibration and the strings, you can just manipulate that vibration and get that sound. Mm-hmm. I really don't even know. I couldn't explain the pattern I'm doing if you asked me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can show you what it might be, but I'm doing it way faster than I do these drills, so it's a different thing.
Yeah.
But it's just it's the sound I want to hear.
Yeah. It's being able to apply what you want, your vision of what you're trying to play in that second. It's you're going, this, and your everything goes, okay.
more phrases now.
Good, that's good.
Like you were saying, I would.
Yeah.
Jeremy's a great. He's a great musician, by the way. He's got a lot of music theory knowledge, and I've gained a lot over the past couple of years or a year and a half.
Yeah.
On guitar, because I started playing when I was 16, but I never learned the instrument. I just jammed with buddies and stuff. But I started jamming with Jeremy about a year and a half ago. Was it?
Yeah, it was like a year and a half ago. I came over. We were hanging. We were just writing, and you're like, "Hey man, you want to play the drums? Just like you want to play the drums? Oh, you were playing the drums, and I was trying to play the guitar." And you're like, "You want to switch?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I got on the drums, and it was like, you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, it's been a minute,
Well, I know you said you used to play the drums.
Yeah.
But you're really good. Yeah.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been 21 years since I had been behind a kit to try to get something out of it.
And it'd been at least 20 years since I played guitar. So, and I'm really mad at myself for not investing more time into it. We just didn't have YouTube and stuff back then, so it was harder to get information. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know any. I didn't have any friends that were really good guitarists that understood theory.
Yeah.
So. Well, except one dude that I jammed with, but it was a personality conflict thing. He's a good dude, though.
Yeah.
And he was right.
A lot of my friends went on to be music teachers.
Yeah.
That I grew up with.
And you became a wrestler.
Yeah. I was like, screw music,
you were a professional level bowler. Yeah. And a great musician, and you're like, I'm going to do professional wrestling.
I'm going to wear tights. That's.
You didn't get beat up enough as a kid.
Yeah, that's right. I needed something rough, dude.
I think if you go into wrestling, you either got beat up too much or not enough.
That's exactly right. I needed some sort of adversity. Yeah, man. That's music was a huge part of my entire childhood. It started with my music teacher in my elementary school when I was in kindergarten, Mrs. Simmons. Later became, I think she got divorced and became Ms. Link. But not only was she my music teacher from the time I was 5, but she had this music camp that I would go to I would go to every summer. And we would just play and learn how to play every instrument, learn how to sing. We would have to do a recital and perform all this stuff for our parents when they came to pick us up at the end of the summer or the whatever,
Yeah.
And so she was a huge part of why I even was able to get into. Yeah.
It's so important too if you have an inclination to music or any kind of art, you should get into it as early as possible. If you have kids that are They like art. They constantly want to express themselves, and they want new paint brushes or an instrument. Buy them those things. Do whatever you have to do, because if they can find something they really love at a young age like that and master it, then that's what they'll do. And they'll love it. They'll be really happy and have a lot of purpose and meaning in life. Because it's harder to do these things once you're older or grown and you've got all these responsibilities. You don't have as much time. It takes a lot of time to learn an instrument or learn a craft or an art form.
But the older you get, the less RAM you have.
Yeah.